Newzroom Africa's Nqobile Madlala is at the crime scene. She joins us now live from Makhado. And Nqobile, of course, is the kind of story that I imagine must have attracted the attention of many onlookers there. What's happening now?
Yes, indeed, Ayanda. In fact, as you can see, the community has now come out to sort of try to gauge what had happened. Even last night when we came here, we saw a lot of people that were still worried, questioning what was happening. But these are some of the houses that are opposite the scene. And of course, you can see here as well, there's some bullets that managed to go through or penetrate to some of these houses. And of course, forensics is still busy at this point. They're still combing the scene. And I just want to bring in Hawks to speak to us, of course, in terms of what currently is happening. I mean, we saw last night, you said that it was a lot that it was going to go into investigating or to sort of get the evidence that you need at this point. But what is happening right now?
Thank you very much. What is happening now is that we are still processing the scene. You will remember that yesterday we had a situation whereby a foiled cash and transit robbery happened. About 18 suspected robbers were killed. So we are still busy processing the scene. The forensic experts are here, even the LCRC, to make sure that this scene is handled with care and that sensitivity that is needed.
18 is a lot of people, and I imagine there's a lot of investigation that has to go into this case. Then tell us about the kind of departments that are here, because we understand that you're working together.
Yeah, of course, 18 is a lot. I agree with you. The Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation is the one spearheading the investigation here. We are being assisted by the LCRC, the pathology, and other crime scene experts.
And what does this mean for this community? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that are still affected with what is happening, traumatic indeed.
Yeah, well, traumatic as it is, but you'll remember that starting from the beginning of this year, we had this skyrocketing cases of cash in transit robberies in the province, particularly in Wembe area. So it was as if we acquired as the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation. So now it's high time that the criminals see that we mean business. We are not going to allow them to do as they please here. We are here and we're going to make sure of that whoever was involved in cash and transit robberies, we are investigating. This is not the end. There are cases that are still under investigation, so we can expect more arrests.
And I mean, we know that this is obviously national, that's also taken over, but we're hearing from people as well that were talking to us that the people that were inside was also a wife and garden boy, as well as a person that was working inside would be a maid. Have any of these families been told what happened here?
Yeah, well, since we are still processing the scene, we cannot confirm that, but we are still busy working on that. After everything has been finalized, then that we can reveal more.
What time will you be done? It's been a very, very long time from yesterday.
Yeah, well, as you can see, this is a very big and sensitive scene of crime, so we cannot estimate. So it all depends. We are busy, we are working, because we can see that this scene needs to be handled with care. So we don't want to rush into things, and then we find that tomorrow some of the things were not handled accordingly.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us. Let's look at that scene. Of course, we're hearing that various departments are here, and part of those departments are forensics. This is the house that we understand that this is where it took place, where the police were shooting back at those cash in transit alleged criminals that were here. We know that they're doing this in compartments, so they've started from the outside, going slowly building to the inside. Earlier on when we got here, we understood that they were still working on just the outside. You'll see there's some cars here. We've seen some of the bodies also being taken out. Quite a lot of bullets, as you can see, bullet holes on that wall. We do know that the people that have come here, that are some of the neighbors, even though they're scared to speak, have said that They know some of the people that have lived here. They've described the owner, who we have been told is about 37 years of age, as someone who was very friendly and someone who always had parties. And as a result, someone that everyone has been fond of. But they've said that there's always obviously some questions that they've also asked around here, but they are willing, or rather they want to hear what really took place. Some of them had noticed the shootout that took place. Some of them had seen what was taking place, but some of them just speaking about the individuals that lived here. Some of them were telling us also that a sister to the wife that had passed on is currently also in hospital because of the shock of what took place here. So a lot of people have been, of course, affected, and the community is still just questioning what's happening, and they're looking to see what the police will be doing. We've seen some of the forensics cars are still here. They are building up to ensuring that they take care of this. We are hearing from the Hawks, as you could hear there, that they want to treat this with complete care, and they want to make sure that they do not miss anything. Of course, a lot of people have been affected by what has taken place. 18 people, that's how many people have passed on from this incident. 18 people, and more investigations are still ongoing on the ground.
What a story that is. Nqobile Madlala, live to us there from Makhado in Limpopo. For now, Nqobile, thanks very much indeed.